If you have laying flock, especially if you have heritage chickens, you more than likely are going to have a broody hen at some point, or 2 or 3. So let's talk about broody hens and what I like to do with them. What is going on here? We have what I like to call Broodypollosa. So I've got 6 nest boxes, as you can see, and we've got one sitting in here. She's just laying an egg. 2 empties, another empty. This girl is Broody, so she's ready to, oh yeah, she's ready to hatch an egg. And she's getting out. And then we had 3, oh, just a second. And then we have these 2 girls, and they are both broody and apparently sharing a nest box. I don't know if they have any eggs underneath. Oh, she's not real happy about that. Oh, just golf balls. Just golf balls. All right, broody hens. I love broody hens. I think they're great. I really encourage broodiness in my flock. I have heritage chickens, so they tend to be more broody, and usually if I have a broody hen, she'll stick around. You know, one that tends to go broody, she will get to stick around longer than one that didn't. Now, what is a broody hen? A broody hen is a hen that has decided that she is ready to hatch eggs, that she wants to be a mother. So how can you tell? Now, a broody hen, what she'll do is she will choose a nest, and in your nest boxes, or sometimes out in the woods or in the grass somewhere, she'll choose an area to nest, and she will stay in there. She will stay in there night and day. She'll sleep in there, and she'll only come out once or twice a day, maybe only even once, to eat. And that's how you can tell. She also will stop laying eggs. Now, it's kind of hard if you have many chickens to figure out if she's stopped laying eggs unless you know exactly what color and shape her eggs are. But she will stop laying eggs because when they are ready to hatch babies, they don't have any reason to lay eggs. But sometimes if another hen sees that there is a chicken sitting, then they will get in the next nest box with them and lay an egg. So sometimes it may look like she's still laying, but she's usually not. So I wait at least a week. When I think a hen is broody, I will wait at least a week and make sure that she's broody, because sometimes, especially with the younger ones, or if they've never been broody before, they will only sit for about a week and then they'll decide, oh, this is boring, I want to get back to my life. So I will let them sit about a week before I put them to work. And put them to work for me means that I will let her hatch out babies for me or take care of some foster babies. Now, with letting them hatch out babies, it's 21 days to incubation. So you will give them eggs, and then after 21 days they will hatch. Now, they won't all hatch, and usually, I can't even say there's a percentage of the number that hatches, but they won't all hatch. Some of them don't develop, some are not fertilized, some make it about a week or 2 and then die in the shell, and some make it all the way and then don't hatch for whatever reason. So if I'm going to give a hen eggs, I will mark them with a Sharpie, and I have some here that I'm going to give to a hen this afternoon. So I've got them marked with a Sharpie, and then I will put them underneath her just so that every night when I go in to collect eggs, I can check and make sure that no hens have added eggs to her nest, because you don't want a staggered hatch where some are, incubating and going to hatch a week later. So then also, I pretty much let Mama do her job. I do candle the eggs about 2 weeks in, just to make sure that they're developing, and I'll take any bad ones out. And then on hatch day, day 21, after you've given her the eggs, I will check to see how they're hatching. I'll remove any shells, count babies, make sure that they're viable. And then also, if a hen has chosen a high nest, where it would be a long jump for the babies to jump down, once they're all hatched, I will move her and the babies to the ground. I don't separate my hens and chicks from the flock, because Mom's pretty good at protecting them. She's pretty good at teaching them how to be chickens. But I do move them down if they are up high, if it's necessary. The other thing that I do with broody hens, and this year was actually the first time that I tried this, I gave a broody hen that had been sitting about 2 weeks, I gave her some foster chicks, so chicks that had come out of the incubator and they didn't have a mama, so I gave them to her. And how I do that is, okay, so I see a hen that's broody and I've got eggs in the incubator, or I have chicks coming from the hatchery, and I will give her golf balls to sit on so that she still thinks she's sitting on eggs, or you can use fake eggs if you like those. But I'll give her golf balls so she still thinks she's sitting. And then when the chicks come and they're a day old, you don't really want to wait past 3 days. You want them a day or two old. In the evening, when it's kind of dark, I just slip them underneath her. And I stick them under her, and it's worked really well for me. And she will raise them as if they are her own. And it's just really cool. So I have some eggs to give to one of my hens today because I have 3 broodies right now. And I have some chicks coming from the hatchery, so they're going to be foster babies for one of my other broodies. And yeah, I love broody hens. I think they're super cool. You don't have to give them eggs or chicks if you decide you don't want to. She'll just sit there. They will sit broody until they either get tired of it or until the weather gets cold. There's lots of ways, I guess, that you can break broodiness, but I've never had any luck with that, and I tend to just put them to work. Have a good day, guys. Enjoy your broody hens.